Hey everyone, welcome to today's Amazon Live. I'm so excited that you're joining us. My name's Liz. I have a DIY YouTube channel, Liz from McDIY. Now, you may be watching me on Amazon Live or Facebook or YouTube right now. So thank you so much for joining us. If we are going to be sharing some of our favorite DIY supplies. So this time of year, I love to just craft. So I wanted to show you some supplies I use. Most things are really affordable, which is great after the holidays. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm joined by my content manager, Delaney. So she is going to be manning the chat. So if you guys have any questions for me, just leave them in the chat. We'd be happy to answer your questions. And if you see any products that you're interested in, they are going to be below underneath me in the shop below. So if you're on Facebook or YouTube, you're going to have to click that link in the description box to come over to Amazon. And if you're new to watching us, we would love for you to follow us on Amazon Live. Just hit that little X button and you'll just get notified anytime we go live. Let's see. Am I missing anything? I think that was...
I think I got it. Do you want to go ahead and read off a couple messages in the chat? I'll pull up some of the ones.
Yeah,
off of YouTube.
Looks like Amanda started following us. We got several people saying hi. Thank you guys so much for joining us. What comments do we have for YouTube?
So we have Celeste saying hey from Jacksonville, Florida, and Lisa saying hey from Grass Valley, California.
Hello, Celine, and is it Celeste and Lisa? Thank you guys for joining us today. We hope you guys come over to the Amazon Live. Okay, so let's get started with a product that I've been using for years, and that is the E6000 glue. This is by far the best construction adhesive style glue that I've used. If you want something to really hold in place, this is what you have to use. It's definitely going to hold things together better than a hot glue gun will, but it's not going to be instantaneous. So anything you use with E6000, you're going to have to let it sit, at least for a few hours. I typically will let things sit overnight. Here, I'm adding it to a picture frame with glass. Now I have linked below the larger version of it. Sometimes people like to buy the larger tubes. I know they also come in smaller tubes as well. So I wanted to link that for you, especially because it's 6% off right now. So if you click down in the carousel on the shop below, you'll be able to grab some of the E6000. It has great reviews, but I absolutely love it. Okay, next up, this is a fun product. So if you guys watch me on YouTube, you may have seen this product before, and I'm always wanting to try out like new paints, new DIY supplies to see if they're any good, so that I could recommend them to you. But this one was something that I picked up off of Amazon. It's actually called glass paint, and it comes in 12 different colors. I think we bought this maybe the beginning of 2021, Delaney. Can't remember exactly when, but basically what glass paint is it's a glass paint that you can paint on any glass jar and you're still going to have that transparent look of glass. You could use regular chalk paint and paint on glass, like any chalk paint, but it's not going to be transparent. This is actually going to still give you that appearance of glass. Now, I will say when you put this on, it dries quickly. So you want to make sure whatever you put it on in small like increments and then spread it around. The other thing about this paint is it's also buildable. So like for this jar in particular that I was working on, I used maybe 2 or 3 coats on it to really like give it some good coverage. But I have just had the most fun with this little set. It's priced at $18.19 right now. It has over 1,500 reviews, 4.5 stars, but it has 12 colors. I mean, you can see the ones I've used. I haven't even used half, but green and blue, because I love doing things in green and blue. But it's just a really easy set. The other thing is you can also bake these in the oven. And I will say for one of the ones that I did, I didn't bake it. But if you want to do that, you can do that as well. So that's a fun set if you're looking for just a different kind of paint technique to do for the year. Or maybe you maybe you find a lot of glassware at the thrift store, but you want to kind of change it up to match your decor. That would be a good option as well. Okay, so it looks like Lynn, thank you so much for joining us. Hope that you are feeling better. And looks like is it Letice from Illinois? Sierra is joining us again. Thank you guys so much for coming over. I feel like it's been forever since we've done a live.
I know. It's been like 3 weeks or something.
I know.
We did have another message on YouTube. Luann says hi from cold Michigan.
Okay, Luann, it is cold here. We're in Kansas City. Well, I think I told the girls that the high was going to be 11 today.
I'll pull up the weather app
Yeah,
right now.
I think the high was supposed to be 11. Our low was 5. What are your temperatures in Michigan? I would love to know.
It is 12 degrees right now.
12 degrees. Okay, so a little bit higher than 11. But yeah, it is cold here as well. So I don't know if I'm ready for January and February. Love to know what your temperatures are, though. But hopefully you're staying warm. It's a good day to stay inside. And so glad you joined us. Okay, so next product I want to show you guys is the set of foam brushes that I have been using off of Amazon. Now, I love this pack because it comes with a pack of, I believe, 50 brushes. They are 1-inch wide foam brushes, and they have a pretty sturdy base to them. They're really affordable. They're priced, I think right now, it looks like $10.99. I can grab a big pack of these, and they don't last me too long because I DIY like crazy. But I bet if you got one of these for your crafts, it would last you a lot longer than me. But this has just been a really good set. I like having them. I buy a pack of these. They last me a while. And they have good reviews as well. Sometimes when I buy foam brushes, I will notice, like, as I'm painting, this piece will kind of get flimsy and fall off. I don't really have that problem with these. So I do recommend them. I use them for paint, stain. Oh, what else do we use them for? Mod Podge.
No, we'll use them for anything, really.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys have watched my DIY YouTube videos, you probably have seen these several times. Okay. Oh, it looks like in Chicago, it's 7 degrees. Ouch. Okay. Bobby, thank you so much. I'm glad that you caught us live as well.
It looks like Gloria on YouTube is from Modesto, California. I bet it's warm there.
Yeah, Gloria
doesn't know the temperature.
Gloria doesn't have 12 degrees probably today. Okay, you guys. So if you did not get a drill for Christmas, I want to show you guys my drill again because I do love it so much. I actually purchased a second drill so that I could have one at the office and one at my home. And I purchased this exact same drill because I've had this one now for about 2 years and I really love it. So it comes in this pink bag and then you get a drill inside with it. This drill, like, the charge on this lasts forever. I was so surprised with how long the charge lasts. This, like, don't let the pink fool you. This is just as high power as any drill that you can get on the market, but of course it's cute because it's pink as well. Now with this drill, I do recommend you getting a few accessories. So the first one, I think the first one you had are the ones like the IKEA hex space. Okay, so if you guys buy furniture that you have to put it together, mainly what I bought these for was all of the IKEA furniture that you buy, and sometimes you struggle with putting it together. These are called hex wrench drill bits, and IKEA has all of this furniture that's like in hex wrench style. If you put these at the end of your drill bit, they will screw in all of that IKEA furniture. But a lot of like that pre-manufactured furniture has these hex wrench style screws. So these are great to have, like, just as a bonus for your drill. And these are priced really affordably. They're around $13.99. Now, the other thing is with your drill, there's not going to be a really great drill bit set. So I do recommend getting a complete drill bit set. Now, this one that I have is by DeWalt. It's around $50. And honestly, I have to say, I pretty much have every drill bit that I'm ever going to need. These black ones right here are for drilling into concrete, which I don't do at all. But anytime I'm looking for a drill bit, I'm able to find it in here. So, if you really want a drill that's going to, you're going to be able to use it for all different kinds of, just putting in screws. I use it for, putting holes, hanging hooks. So if you're just doing light jobs, this works, but it also works for, heavier jobs as well. So I've been really happy with this setup and I wanted to share it with you guys. Maybe you already have a drill, but you're finding you don't have enough drill bits. This DeWalt set is really nice. So I definitely recommend that. We're getting a lot of comments, a lot of Happy New Year's. Thank you guys so much for the Happy New Year. Somebody said, I love your background. Thank you so much. Ginger, Happy New Year. And she loves all things DIY. Yeah, I feel like it's been a while because in December and November, we were doing so many lives where we were talking about gifts and stuff. I feel like it's been forever. Don't you think, since we've done
it's been months
DIY?
Like, we've done DIY. We did get a message in the chat. Gloria said it's almost 70 degrees in California.
Oh,
I'm so
Gloria.
jealous. So jealous.
That's gotta be nice. That's gotta be nice.
I was also going to mention the IKEA set of drill bits is 46% off right now.
Nice. Yeah.
Just wanted to let you guys know if you were thinking about getting those are on a really good deal today.
Yeah, that is a good set. My husband had that idea and it's been really nice to have. And we've actually used it more, than we thought we were going to. Let's see. Okay, I forget this. Okay, tell me your name real quick. She says, what's your first DIY project for 2022? I so love all of your YouTube videos. Well, I have to say, let me know your name because I forgot your name because it's not on your name here. But I would say mainly we have been doing some Dollar Tree DIYs. We like the video that actually is coming out now is a Dollar Tree DIY. I also have like several organization videos. Like we just did my fridge organization. So that's going to be coming out. All kinds of, a lot of DIYs. We're going to shop at IKEA, do some DIYs there. So we have some fun ones. The other one we want to do, we're going to be going to shop at the Goodwill bins, which we've never done before. Delaney had that idea.
Yeah, I went and checked it out because I've never been, and I've watched a lot of people doing those videos. Let us know if you guys have ever been to the Goodwill bins because we're kind of excited about that, but we've never been, so we don't know fully what to expect.
We're gonna be first timers.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, and thank you so much for joining us. You guys can hit that follow button on Amazon. You'll just get notified anytime we go live. Okay, and it looks like Jeanette started following us. Fridge organization is going to be good. It's going to be a good one. Okay, so for DIY supplies, you guys, if you've watched me on YouTube, I use this nautical rope all the time. It's just a great supply to have on hand because it fits into so many different crafts, and I just love the texture of it. This one that I have found has been the best deal. It's on Amazon. It's priced at $11.99. They really don't change the price too much on it. And you get, is this one 100 feet? I forget the feet.
It says 100 feet. Yep.
100 feet. In the picture, you can see that I'm using it to create a rope rug. Honestly, it's kind of embarrassing, but I have gone through so many rolls of this nautical rope. Like I think for this rug alone, I went through like one whole roll. But yeah, I use this a ton. We just always add it to craft.
Mm-hmm.
So if there was like one supply that I think if you were starting out crafting, this would be a good one because I feel like I pull from it all the time. So definitely think that's a good one to have. Next up, I wanted to show you guys because a lot of times I'll get asked in videos, what do you use to hang things on the wall? If something's really heavy, I'll use a nail or a screw, but 9 times out of 10, most of the stuff I'm hanging on the wall is not too heavy. And I really like this style of the command picture hooks. I like getting the larger ones because I feel like they hold more stuff, but they're renter friendly. You're not damaging the walls. You don't have to like fix the walls after you hang something up. And especially with me, I am constantly changing out what's in my house. So I really like using these because it's easy. And if I want to put up something new, I don't have to mess with fixing a hole, painting over it, doing all that. Now, another version that we thought was really cool are these command bath water, like command strips for the bathroom. We have several things we've recommended. They're like our phone case, or there's different like shower hangers, or maybe like for your kids, you may need these so you could put them in your shower walls and they're waterproof. So we thought those were really cool. Thought we'd mention those as well for you guys. Everything's linked down below. I want to thank Jeanette and Diane for following us. Thank you guys so much. You'll just get notified anytime we go live. And if you guys are looking for any of these products, they're listed down below in the shop below. And if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, if you click the link in the description box, it'll take you over so you can shop with us on Amazon. Okay, Lynn says, I love the Goodwill bins. You can find some really nice stuff. So yeah, we are hoping to find some good stuff. We'll see. I don't know. It'll be interesting. It says, Liz, do you shop at Five Below? If so, went there the first time, usually purchase from Five Below online. Yes, we've done probably, I think, 3 Five Below videos on our channel and love shopping there. We're planning to go there, I think, in February. So yeah, we love Five Below.
They also did send their name. It's, let me know if I'm saying it right. Is it Rosalinda?
Yeah, Rosalinda.
Yeah. I need to remember that. You've already told us that. I forgot over this break. I was like...
And Amy, thank you so much for following us. Okay. Next up is the tape that I use when I'm painting. Okay. I used to think that I could just use the regular blue tape because it was cheap and not very, you know, it was cheaper than the frog tape, which the frog tape's not too expensive because a roll will last you forever. But I have to tell you, I switched to the frog tape and it makes such a clean line whenever I'm painting an entire room, or a lot of times I use it whenever I'm just doing a specific project. Like in the clip we have for you, I'm using it to put in around like a mirror. I was taping off a mirror so that I could paint the edges. Honestly, I really don't even use the blue tape much anymore because this just does such a better job. I don't really know what it is about it. And I don't know if it has like better adhesive to it or what, but it's just really good. My mom told me about this. She's the one who got me stuck on using the frog tape. So if you're, you know, doing any painting projects coming up, I do recommend grabbing this. Okay, let's see. Oh, Celeste says it's 66 degrees in Jacksonville, Florida. I am jealous. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, so next up, so this next product is a spray adhesive that I just learned about this year, but I was kind of blown away by it. So this product you would need if you're ever trying to put fabric attached to anything, really. I used this when I was trying to add some white fabric to a lampshade. I'm trying to think of another instance where I would use this, but this is great for fabric. I mean, this stuff holds so well. It's so tacky. Like, I was really impressed. I mean, it's not tacky enough that like once you put it on, you can't fix it a little bit, but once this dries, it holds in place. So if you have a job where you need to recover a lampshade, I don't know. Can you think of any other instances?
We've used it on other products. Have you used it on paper before? I'm trying to think of what else we used.
I feel like I've only used it on fabric. I feel like maybe I did a picture frame with it.
Oh yeah.
Like I added the fabric, or I added, I sprayed this to the back of the fabric and then put it on a picture frame. I think I did that. So anytime you need to like adhere fabric, this works so much better because your other options would be like glue or something. And it's just not going to give an even coat. Or like if you use glue, like a glue gun, it's going to stick up and you're going to see the glue gun marks. This just makes everything like nice and seamless. So I was excited to find that product this year. Okay, so next up is, this is a tool that I use pretty frequently, and that is my staple gun. Now I like this one that I got from SureBonder, one because it, you know, you don't have to plug it in. It's, you know, self-contained basically. I also have this set of staples. I've linked those down below as well. I use these all the time. I mean, I've used this for so many different things. Now, what would you use this for? One would be if you were going to add fabric to recover something. So maybe like the top of a bench, or like I think in the ad that we have, or the little clip, I'm recovering a stool just by putting the fabric around the bottom, and then I'm clipping it at the bottom with the staple gun. Now, sometimes if you don't press down hard enough, or if you have too many layers of fabric, the staples don't go in all the way. If that happens, it's okay. You can always like hammer them in. But this staple gun has been great. I can pull it out. It's like one of these tools that fits really well in my toolbox. So I love having that. Okay, so we got that staple gun. Do we have anything coming in from YouTube, Facebook we need to read?
It looks like we don't have any new comments. Let us know if you guys have any questions.
Yes. Yeah, let us know, you know, what tools you guys are needing, what DIY tools you're looking at. What do you need in your collection? Maybe something you want us to show you on Amazon. You know, in our collection, a lot of times you guys give us good ideas and we are already using them. So we'd love to know what you want to see. Okay, so next up, This is kind of an interesting one, but we use these so much. I think we just ordered some new ones, didn't we, Delaney?
We did.
So we use embroidery hoops all the time. We use them in different sizes, different shapes, because they make great wall art. They make, like this one that we made. This was a little ornament. I think Delaney has a clip of this little hoop.
I just realized you have some hanging up behind
you. Oh,
I
do.
I know I pulled that ornament, but there's totally some.
Oh yeah,
hanging up in the corner.
Yeah. We have those over there, and then I don't know if they. Oh,
they can't see the top. They can't see the top ones. You
okay.
As well. We have a lot of them.
Yeah. This set is a nice set because you get a variety of sizes. You get 5 different ones for under $10, and they're just great for crafts. You can see how we have them like just displayed on my backdrop, but I feel like we use them for so many different things. Sometimes we'll make wreaths out of them. We made ornaments. I'm trying to think what else we've done with them.
We've never done traditional embroidery, but there is one behind you.
Yeah, there is. Sometimes we'll just make signs out of them. I've done where I've made a sign out of them too. So it's just a good craft supply to have on hand. Okay. Next up, I think there's 2 glue guns listed, but we're only going to talk about the second one. Is there 2 on yours still?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I would say the number one craft question I get, you guys, on my channel is, what glue gun do you guys recommend? And probably in our Facebook group too. We have a Facebook group called Liz Femic DIY. You guys, if you haven't watched it, it's a great group where you can share your DIYs. It's a lot of fun. But I always get asked, like, what glue gun do I recommend? And if you watch any of my YouTube videos, you've seen this glue gun. This is the SureBonder glue gun. Now, one reason I like SureBonder is because it's affordable. It's usually around $16, $17 for a glue gun. The one that I have had has lasted me 2-3 years. So they last a really long time. I also like this one in particular because it has 2 shutoffs. So it's got, first of all, it's got a low and high heat setting. But to be honest with you, I usually keep mine on low heat, probably 99% of the time, just because I don't want to get burned. But the coolest feature of this, I mean, it has the stand. Oh, you guys can't see that. It's got a stand on it, so it stands up. But what it also has is it has an auto shut off feature. So if you have not used your glue gun after 30 minutes, it's going to shut off. So you won't have to worry, like if you left your house, you're like, oh my goodness, did I leave the glue gun on? You don't have to worry about that because it literally will shut off on its own. So I think that's a super cool feature, that I really love having with my glue gun. Okay, so if you have this glue gun, you're going to need some glue sticks to go with it. Now, I've kind of looked for different glue sticks. I've tried to find like the most affordable ones, and I think these are the best option. So these are the Gorilla glue sticks. They have 5 stars on Amazon. How many? 17,000 reviews. That's quite a bit. Now, these are priced right under $8. You get 20 full sticks. So they're kind of like 40 sticks because they're longer, but these are construction style adhesive glue sticks. So they're going to work a little bit better than your average glue stick. So when somebody messages me and they're like, hey, Liz, I tried this project, but it kind of fell apart. One of the first things I ask them is, what kind of glue were you using? And a lot of times they're just using like regular glue sticks that they pick up at a store, and they're just not like that construction style adhesive glue stick. I use these on all my projects now. I used to use other glue sticks, but honestly, I exclusively use these. They're pretty affordable. They're not too expensive. I know there are some that are pricey. So try these out, especially if you're having trouble with, your projects holding together. So those 2 together would be my recommendations for glue gun and glue sticks. Okay. Let's see.
We did get a message from Kim. Kim said that there is snow in Tennessee.
Really?
Did it snow today? We had snow a couple days ago and a little bit last night.
Yeah, we ended up in Kansas City just getting a dusting, but it was farther south to us. So that makes sense that it's in Tennessee. Yeah, it's a cold day. All right. It's probably why everybody wanted to come watch us today. Everybody's home.
Also get a question from Amy in the chat. Amy wants to know, is the nautical rope in this live the same one that you used on the tray you had from Dollar Tree that you painted with the white triangles on it?
Yes, this is the same nautical rope, Amy, that I use. I honestly, I just repurchased this link. So yeah, this is the same one. If you see a nautical rope DIY on my channel, probably 95% it's going to be this one. Okay. All right. So let's talk about my scissors. Now, These are kind of sad. Maybe I need to order a new set of these, Delaney.
Maybe we should. You can definitely see we've gotten use out of them.
This one has green paint all over it, okay? But these scissors are so good, so I wanted to show you guys. All right, so I bought a pack of 2 of these off of Amazon. They're affordable. They're around $9, but they cut so good. Like in this clip, you can see I'm cutting a rug, you know, so they work really well. And you get a pack of 2, but I don't know, mine have seen better days. They have green paint all over them. It looks like some hot glue on them. But if you're looking for a good set of scissors, I do recommend these. I really love them. Lettie says, I love that rug. Lynn wants to know, what would you recommend for a quilted Christmas tree skirt that some of the square fabrics are separating? What would you recommend to fix it? So a square. Okay, so if you're not going to stitch it together, I mean, we did talk about this spray adhesive was really good for fabric. I don't know what the backing looks like, but I do like this for holding fabric together. So if it had a backing underneath that you could just spray this on the pieces coming up and then put them down on that backing piece, this Scotch spray adhesive might be a good option. And Delaney, will you click on that real quick so Lynn can see that? Awesome. Yeah, that might be a good option. Karen and the Brennan family started following us. Thank you guys for following us. If you guys aren't following us, just hit that little X button. You'll get notified anytime we go live. Okay. Next up is my toolbox. You guys, I've been buying like multiples of things. So I just bought another one of these so I could have it at another location. Okay. This is awesome. Okay. So this is the toolbox that I use at my office when I'm crafting. It's under $20, which I like that. And it's a total wreck. Like, we did not get this pretty before I went live here, but I wanted to show you guys how I actually use this. So I really throw all of my tools. Let me show you, kind of hold it up for you guys. I really just throw everything in this center portion. I throw all my tools in the side, but it keeps everything separated so I can just walk over to my toolbox and grab out what I need. I mean, this thing holds quite a bit. It's made of fabric, but it's pretty stiff. It's got this aluminum handle at the top with kind of this squishy, I don't know what you call this, like I guess foam, like a foam top handle to it. But this is great. I use it for craft tools. Maybe you have, you don't really have a big area for your craft tools. You could put this in a closet with your craft tools and, bring it out anytime you want to craft. I mean, you could use it for tools. There's just a lot of uses for this. So I love showing this because it's really one of my favorite things here in the office. Okay, it looks like, is it Freesia or Fresh? I was Freesia maybe, and Elizabeth started following us. Thank you guys so much. Okay. Next up. Okay, let's talk about some paints that I like to use off of Amazon. This is one that I really like. It's called Vintage Effects Wash. It's by a brand called Decor Art. Now, what is this? It's basically a paint that acts like a stain. So sometimes stains can be really messy. They can take a while to dry, but sometimes you want the look of a stain. This does the trick. I can put it on wood. I can put it on just different, like you can see here, I'm adding it to the edges of a tray, and it just gives you that appearance of a darker stain. This one is in the color brown. Let's see, it's 8 fluid ounces. A lot of times it's out of stock. So I believe it's in stock now. So if you guys are interested in something like this, this is a great option as well.
We did get a couple comments on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fiona says hello from New Zealand. And then we have a Facebook user. Let us know your name. We can't see your name in the chat, but they said hi from California.
Hi, you guys. That's cool. Thanks for joining us in New Zealand, Fiona. We're excited that you're here. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, so these are some great things that you guys could add to your toolbox. I found this off of Amazon just because I was needing some sandpaper, and every time I go to buy sandpaper, I feel like you have to buy it in like you have to buy like 10 sheets and it's all like 20 grit. And I was wanting a variety of sandpapers. So this is so cool. So it's basically a pack. It's under $5 and you get like every kind of sand grip paper you need. It starts at like 150 and it goes up to 600. So depending on what you're doing, you have like every sandpaper that you need. I don't know why more companies are not putting together sandpaper like this. It just makes so much more sense because sometimes you need a heavier grit sandpaper. Sometimes you want fine. So I love this. Whenever I need a little bit of sandpaper, I just pull it off, pull off a little section of it and I can use it. And then I just put them back in this bag and this lives in my toolbox. So under $5, love that set for just crafting, DIY and in general. Okay. Next up, okay, so another tool that I keep in my toolbox are my wire cutters. I've used this particular set now for probably a year and a half, and they are still going strong. I was trying to find them in pink, but I couldn't. They're actually black and red. So I use these to cut, you know, a lot of florals, but sometimes I cut crazy things. Like right here, I'm cutting like a mop head, some plastic on there because I needed to do a DIY. So these are just a little bit better than a regular scissor, and you could use them for a lot of different things. So I definitely keep these in my toolbox because I reach for them often. Okay. Next up, okay, so these are our Sharpie gel pens. These are probably the best pen that we have found. I don't know if you guys have ever tried the pens by Sharpie, but they write so well. And this set, you guys, it's a set of 12 and which I think is really affordable. So most of these are around $1 a pen, which I think that's, you know, pretty reasonable. They're this white color, but these write so well. So if you're needing some new pens, or like at my house, I have this drawer where I keep pens and they just magically disappear. Pens and scissors. I think we have 3 pairs of scissors in there and they just all disappear. And then sometimes they'll be found. So I don't know where my kids put all these, but this is a great set of pens for $12. So definitely recommend those. Okay. Now, to go along with the nautical rope that I was showing you guys earlier, I wanted to show you the macrame cord that I use quite often. If you watch my channel, I'm constantly using this macrame cord. I like to use it to wrap it around mirrors. I will put it around just different planters. Honestly, I use it for wall hanging, so many different things. Now, the cord that I buy is off of Amazon. It's $16.99. I'll link it below in the shop below. But this is like you get like 300 feet of cord with this. So
it says 328 yards.
Oh, wow. I thought it was feet.
It's 984 feet.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Okay. 328 yards. Okay. So if you are just, you know, even somebody who likes to craft often, you probably will never go through all this. It's $16.99, but if you like watching my DIY YouTube channel, Elizabeth DIY, we definitely use this frequently. So this is a great one to pick up along with the nautical rope. I use it all the time. Okay, so let's talk. I don't know, this time of year, I always am doing projects in my house. I'm always wanting to paint a lot. And I don't know, sometimes I always feel like I don't have the right paint supplies. So I wanted to show you a few of the paint supplies that I really like that I have found on Amazon. The first is a foam brush, just basically a foam brush roller. And it is a pack where you get the tray, you get 8 foam rollers, and you also get the brush in there. Now, these are a little bit bigger than the ones that I would pick up at other big box stores. How long do they say they are? So I feel like they normally around
6 inches.
Yeah, 6 inches. I feel like normal ones I buy are around 4 inches. So they're a little bit longer, but these are great. I use these for painting furniture, just small furniture. I'd use these for like painting furniture. If you had cabinets to paint, these would be a great size as well. So love those. Another invention that I found off of Amazon that I wanted to show you guys that I think is pretty cool. Okay, so this is called the paint roller cover. And let me open it up and show you. You guys are kind of seeing it on here. So have you ever painted a room and you're like, okay, I did one coat today. I'm going to let this dry and I'm going to come back and do the next coat, later. Well, you don't really want to use a new roller. You don't have to. You can put your existing roller in here, close it up and see right here, it can stay on like the long roller piece. Close this up and it's going to keep your paint fresh and your roller fresh overnight. And then you can come back and paint whenever you want. I just think that's so cool. It's an invention that they started on Shark Tank, but so cool and definitely a fun little thing.
We did get a couple more comments on YouTube. It looks like Gail says hi from Oklahoma.
Hi, Gail.
And then we got a question on what kind of glue gun you use.
Yeah. Okay, so we will show you guys our glue gun again. The glue gun that I like, and Delaney will click on the link for you. All of the links to what we're talking about are on Amazon in the shop below section. So if you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube, you can just click the link and come over to Amazon to find this. But this is my Sure Bonder glue gun. Love it. And if you watch any of my YouTube videos, it's definitely the one you guys see all the time. Okay. All right. Let me pull out some of the next products we're going to talk about. Okay. So the next one that I wanted to show you guys is a product that I'm surprised how much I've actually been using this, but I have been using these all the time. They are called Rub and Buff, and they are different shades of gold. The one that I bought comes with 5 different shades, but I believe you can purchase just a single one. But I went ahead and got the set of 5 because honestly, I use different ones for different projects. Now you're going to apply this with a foam brush and it just gives a really cool gold antique look to different pieces. Like right here, I added it to a black picture. What are those called? Picture lights.
Sconce.
Yeah. But they're called like gallery. They're called like picture. I don't know. The name has eluded me. But I wanted to buy a less expensive one and make it look like it was a little bit more high end. So this Rub and Buff was really cool. I've also used it to like tone down gold colors. I just really, really like this product. So this would be a great paint to add to your collection.
On Amazon, it says it's a wireless picture light. We do have this linked in your Amazon store. Yeah. We don't have it linked on the live, but if you guys go to Liz Fenwick DIY Amazon store, you can find that light if you liked that as well.
Yes, they are linked there. Okay, so next up, let me show you some brushes that I like to use. These are called chalk and wax brushes. So these would be great for painting any piece of furniture. If you're somebody who likes to finish off a piece with wax, you can use this as well. But these are great for really putting paint on. I would use these brushes if I was going to be chalk painting stuff. So if you like to use different chalk paints, which I use several on my channel, these are great brushes to use. They have like a wooden handle to them. They have the blue portion at the bottom, which I think is really cute. And I also like that they have the openings down here. So if you're somebody who likes to hang up your brushes, that is nice as well. And I think the price is really affordable on these. I know that there was a time, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years ago where I bought a similar brush and I paid way too much, like way too much for it. So $12.85 is a great price point for these. Okay, so next up, it looks like LA started following us. Thank you guys for coming over and following us. Okay, so this next thing is pretty cool. So this is called, let me see the name of it on here. This is called a touch-up paint pen, and whoever came up with this idea was really smart. So I don't know, maybe we should show the clip, Delaney, so I can kind of explain it. So what you do is you will put paint, like let's say you painted your whole house in like one particular color. You fill this up with paint and then you put it into the syringe. Then you put the topper on here. And anytime you need to touch up paint on your walls, like your kid runs into the wall, like honestly, we just finished having our house painted and we already have marks on it, So this is great because you can just put your paint that you're using in your house in there and you don't have to, because it's kind of a pain every time to get out a whole paint can, a paintbrush, wash it. This way you could just easily touch up paint whenever you need to, and then throw this in a drawer. So with this little pack, you get 2 of them. So I think that's pretty cool. This little gadget is priced at $17.99. It's got great reviews, and I think it's pretty cool. Okay. Next up, I want to show you guys some markers that I think are a really nice set of markers. Now these, does it say how many markers are in here, Delaney? You guys probably can hear the train. I have a train that goes by my office. Let us know in the comments if you can hear the train going by right now.
So this is 40 colors.
40 colors. Okay, so this, let me show you guys right here. So this is a zip up pouch. And as you open it up, you can see all of these markers that you get for $16.99. Now, these are pretty cool because one side of them, they're dual ended. So one side is what they call chisel. So it's kind of got that slanted edge. And then the other side is a fine tip. So if you wanted to like write something in particular, this is great as well. We'll show you kind of an up close shot of all the pins so you can see what they look like. They also are numbered on the end and they have like their specific color. My daughter loves to draw. She loves art supplies. So this would be honestly a great thing she would love. But this is at the office. Anytime I need a marker, I have any color I need. So if you're lacking in markers, for your craft supplies, this might be a good one to have on hand. Okay.
Looks like we got a comment on YouTube. Gail says, I use those brushes and they're great. I have several sets. I'm like you and I bought the expensive ones. And then the set you showed us is just as good.
Isn't that crazy, Gail? I feel you. It's crazy how much we used to spend on brushes. No more. Yeah, I'm glad that you like that set. I'm glad they're working for you. Oh, okay. Yep. Somebody heard the train. Yeah, sometimes it seems like anytime we go live, that's when the train decides to come by.
It's so funny.
Every time. But yeah, where my office is, the train's just like a couple of blocks away. So, okay. So let's talk about some wood beads. So I have several wood beads that I use on my channel, but wanted to show you the 3 that I think are my most popular. That would be great if you're wanting to start using beads for crafting. So this first set, you get 300. They're priced at $11.99. And this is just kind of your basic standard bead. You get 300 for $11.99, which I think is a pretty good deal. Honestly, it's cheaper than I've been able to find at many stores. So like that price, they have 5 stars on them. I find that most of these that I get, the holes are pushed through there pretty well. So you could use these to make different garlands. Right here in the clip that Delaney just showed you, I'm using it as like a riser on the bottom of a tray. So really, there's just so many different, options you can use for these wood beads. Another bead that I really like are these hexagon shaped beads. Does this one come with 100 in it, Delaney? I think it's 100.
Yes, it's 100 pieces.
100 pieces. They're about, I would say 3/4. Are they 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch?
It says that they are 16 millimeters, so that's a little over 1/2 inch. It's 0.63.
Okay.
To be exact.
But these are fun if you're wanting something just a little bit different in your beads. Like right here, I'm adding them to a planter. I use these beads a lot in the sprig, so I definitely see myself probably picking these up more. I don't use them as much in like the fall and holidays, but I definitely think with spring coming, I'll be using these a lot more. But they're just a really fun bead to have on hand. And then the third bead that it's not really a bead, but one that I've been using a lot is these half circle beads. Now, these are a bit smaller. I would say these are probably like a 1/2 inch. But these are great. I used them in the clip that we have to put them around a mirror that I picked up. I think, did we get that at Five Below, or was that might have been from IKEA?
I think it was from IKEA.
Okay. So I just put the beads around with some construction adhesive glue. You could also add these to picture frames. Like, I think that would be really cute to add them to a picture frame and then maybe spray paint the picture frame. But these are really fun, and these are priced at $9.99. So love those. It looks like Louise started following us. You guys, if you're just joining us, we'd love for you to follow us on Amazon. You just get notified anytime we go live. Okay. Next. Okay. So with it being the new year, we thought we should share with you guys Oh, Latisse says, I love the half circles, added them to my car. Yeah, they are pretty cool. Fun to have on hand. I like having a variety of wood beads because I feel like wood beads and the string and my paint, if I have those things, I can really just pull and create different things. I'm not having to constantly like run and get new things. So I'm really trying to show you guys what are like my staple things that I feel like I actually use like really frequently. Okay, but this is not a staple thing, but this is something really cool. So if you're somebody who enjoys a paper planner and you haven't purchased one yet, we found this one and honestly, we've been really, I think, impressed with it. So it's the Simple Elephant Paper Code Planner. Now, let me tell you what we like about it. One, it's not super big. It's got a nice cover to it, but it also, in my opinion, is more than a planner. It's actually more of like a journal. So at the beginning of it, it has a mind map and a vision board. So you can really kind of do a lot of goal setting. You know, that's what I like to do this time of year, really write my goals down, you know, put out what I want to do for the year. And then it also has the month calendar. Now it doesn't have any specific days. I like that too. So I like to actually put in my own days and weeks. So you have your month calendar. You also have each week. Now on each week, there's a section for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You can put your goals for the week. You can also, it's kind of journaling. So you write your successes and maybe what can I do better for the week? So I love that. And then there's also a big section at the end where it's just blank paper. So if you're somebody who likes having, you know, the ability to journal, you can do that. It also has 3 different ribbons. So you can actually put a ribbon, you know, where you're going to be, you know, like for the month or the week. So you can easily find those dates. There's a section on the side to add a pin in, which I think is nice as well. So yeah, I mean, I think for $17.90, this is a great planner. It's got, the side of it is like a, I guess you call that hardbound side.
Yeah.
It's not like if you're somebody who likes like a spiral, you know, this wouldn't be what you would like. But I would say, let's see. I mean, it doesn't lay flat, but it's not, you know, you definitely can flatten it out if that's something, I don't know, that's something I always worried about. And then there's this little part here that you just wrap around the front. And this, I don't know what I could put next to it to give you kind of like, here's my nautical rope. So you can see kind of like how big it is. Oh yeah, let's do my phone. Just to kind of give you an idea of how big it is. Does it come in other colors, Selene?
I believe it does. Oh, do you also have the stick? We might have lost the stickers. It comes with stickers that you can put in there.
Oh, yes. There's some stickers here too. Yeah. Yeah. So they have a few stickers that you could add in there as well.
It comes in 5 different colors and they're all kind of more well, there's pastel and then they also have a black and a dark blue option if you're not into pastel colors.
Yeah.
But
so if you guys are interested in that, you can just click the link down below in the shop below and see the different colors. It also has like a really soft feel to it, which I appreciate as well. I just think it seems very well made.
It's faux leather is the material.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So this is a great planner option if you're into planners for this year. Louise, Teresa, thank you guys so much for following us. We really appreciate you guys being here and joining us. Leslie says, I love how you take the time to explain all your items and ideas. Thank you so much, Leslie. I'm so glad that you're, you know, getting something from these lives. We really enjoy doing them because I feel like they're a little bit different, you know, than my YouTube videos because, you know, just of that interaction with you guys. I get immediate feedback from the comments. So I really appreciate you leaving a comment and, you know, letting us know that you enjoy watching us on lives. We'd also love to know what you guys would like to see on the lives. If you'd like to see, you know, more home decor or kitchen items. So yeah, we love any feedback that you can provide us. It really is helpful to us. Okay. So, is it Rosalinda? She said she loves Rosalinda. She says, I love your sweater. So matches my home decor. You know what? This was actually something that I picked up on Amazon, but they no longer sell it. I probably shouldn't have worn it today because it's so cute. I love it. I've had it now. I think this is the second winter, but they stopped selling it. I've looked for it on Amazon. If I can find it, I will definitely try to link it for you guys in a future live. Maybe I will try to hunt for it again. But last time it just wasn't there. Okay, let's see. Did we have any other comments come in?
I'm not sure if you read those past two. Cleo said that they're going to be using their gift card. That's
yes.
Funny. And then Latisse said that she loved the half circles and was going to add them to her cart.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, so I would say, you know, I don't know. Is there one thing that you think would be a good thing for the live, Delaney, that we talked about?
I would say the planner, but I know everyone's probably wanting me to say something DIY.
Yeah. Delaney really likes the elephant planner.
I'm a huge planner person, and I feel like planners, they never have everything you want. They're always missing something, and that planner has every style of calendar and even has extra stuff, goal planning, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're looking for staples, I would say they need to go with the nautical rope. That's something we use in everything. Or if we feel like a DIY needs something else, we're like, let's add some nautical rope to it, because I feel like it just makes everything look better.
I know, we really put nautical rope on a lot of things. We're kind of nautical rope heavy. Yeah. I would say, yeah, I like the nautical rope is definitely one of my staples. I will say for like 2021, like things that I really found and started using, I would definitely say would be like this Scotch spray adhesive that I put on fabric to attach it to basically any other fabric or anything that I want to attach fabric to. Like I made a picture frame with it right here. I'm using it to attach to a lampshade that I wanted to recover. This stuff holds like so well. So if you have fabric that you're needing to like stick to something, I would definitely recommend this. I was kind of really impressed with that. I mean, as far as, if you're new to crafting, I would say make sure you have a good glue gun. My SureBonder glue gun, it's always under $20, usually between like $16 and $17. It's got the auto shut off feature. It has low and high heat setting. Love that. And if you need glue sticks, these Gorilla Glue sticks that I have linked below, these are the most affordable construction style adhesive glue sticks that I've used. So if you're not using these and you have a glue gun, I would give them a try, because I find that these are pretty affordable and do a really good job. Honestly, I'm using these exclusively. Like anytime I'm using a glue stick on my channel, it's this one. And honestly, this pack has lasted me surprisingly quite a long time. Like I honestly thought I would have to buy a new one of these sooner, and I don't know why I haven't. But Sierra, thank you so much. She said that she enjoyed my lives. David, thank you so much for following us. Okay, so we are going to be going live next week. So we hope you guys join us. We're so glad that you came here today. It feels like it's been forever since we had a live. So thank you guys for joining us. If you see any items you're interested in, make sure you add them to your cart, and we appreciate you checking out. And if you're not following us, just hit that X or that little, I think it's a plus sign to follow us. And we will see you guys in our next live. Bye.